Hi, it's Mary again, and I'm reading some more in the 50th Law. And one thing the 50th Law discusses is how people tend to have their own personal interests, and so any group of people is potentially going to be diverging, splintering, changing, um, separating. And in order to keep this from happening, a leader must be a visionary. They must be able to see beyond what's going on at the moment and plan for the future. And they need to see how they think the group can move from where they're at to this future point. And so this is being a visionary is an important aspect of a leader. Also, a leader must be a unifier. They must be able to find a common enemy, so to speak, in terms of a lot of the ages past when we had battles and things like that. It's easy to think of that. You've got a group of people that are, say, a small city state, and they have a neighboring or a distant city state that are their enemies. And so their leader can rally the people to fight this other group by showing what types of things they gain as a group if they do that, and how they can project their own boldness and their own strength into the sub leaders and have them help produce what they are going to get for the community, so that the community then is drawn together in the common good and goes out and supports and attempts to produce something that is good for their city state. So being a unifier is important in a leader, and also being a role model is important in a leader. The person that's the head of the group needs to show the boldness and the wisdom and the actions that put them out in front and make it so people want to follow them, because what they're doing is good for the city state or the nation, and it is obvious that everybody's life's going to be better when they say fight this and take over this land, and then they can divide up the land. More people will have property, more people will be able to um, raise their crops, raise their animals, and so forth, so that they are going to have a better life if they go ahead and do what the leader asks them to do. So he's being a role model. Then the other, his subordinates want to follow him and want to be like him and want to help him achieve his goals. And he must be bold. He cannot be um, sort of wimpy, and um, he has to get out in front of the group. He has to show that he can do what he says he can do. He has to show that he can lead the group. He has to have the enthusiasm and the ability to instill that enthusiasm into his subordinates. So all of this is something that a leader needs to be able to do. And if he can do those things, then he can keep the group together. He can focus the group on a common good and a common goal, and move forward to achieve that. Um, Oftentimes, these things go in cycles because one person only lives in their best condition to do these things for a certain period of time. So it's unusual for a leader to be able to stay in charge forever. You know, they've got a certain limitation, whether it be 20 years or 40 years or whatever you're going to see a head of state or a head of a city-state only able to do so much. But hopefully, if he's been able to instill his personality and his traits of boldness and forethought and so forth into some of his subordinates, one of those will come to the rise to the top and be able to take over behind him. So these are just ideas for you to think about, and attributes of leaders. And so this is my video for today. Thank you very much.